Hey Roses. I'm back, and this video I just kind of wanted to come and process something with y'all real quick. Some real shit that needs to be processed, so that other mothers know y'all not the only ones, man. But you gonna have to check that shit. I recently started to upload the situation that's going on with my child's father, my youngest baby girl's father. And this situation is it's still very much so egging me, because it's something that I can't just get away from. I have a child by this man. He wants the DNA test. He is not helping me at all because he wants a DNA test, and I'm gonna give it to him. I've been told him he can get a DNA test. His ass was the one that. Anyway, moving on with that. And the woman that he decided to cheat on me with stayed right next door to me. So there's a constant passerby. There's a constant, I have to see this bitch. We've had a conversation. The truth has been told, and all the stuff that I found out has me in this space where I'm angry. I had already let the relationship go, and I didn't want it no more. But for the sake of co-parenting, I was trying to be cordial, but he kept lying and trying to siphon my energy, you know what I'm saying? And trying to get back into the relationship, but his actions wasn't matching his words. So I was like skeptical, like really skeptical. And so it did not happen, and I completely shut him out of my life, but he started to pick with me through her, which is how we ended up having the conversation or whatever. So and I blew up. And I've blown up over it a couple of times. And the fact of the matter, whenever I blew up, I'm blowing up over here in my apartments. People are coming outside. People are looking at it. And I deem myself to be somebody that could lead the community, a community leader. That's my goal. Like, yo, I feel like I came to help. I didn't come to hurt, but you got me out here looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like really going off the handle because of the audacity. And in my last videos, I took responsibility for the part that I played in that shit. I absolutely took responsibility for the part that I played in it, why I even attracted a man like that, what position I was in life, the mind frame I was in when I attracted somebody that's even capable of doing their child's mother like that. Because I don't believe all men cheat. I believe that. But I don't think all men have the thought process of saying I'll shit where I lay my head. I think a lot of men be like, I'm gonna keep that shit as far away from my house as possible. So in him not keeping it as far away from the house as possible, it's like it deemed to me like, oh, you never valued me. Like you didn't have no value for me. So why even get me pregnant? What was the goal with that? You know, because in all actuality, he did ask to get me. Well, he was telling me, I'm gonna get you pregnant. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. Stopped using condoms, and boom, I did end up pregnant. I had been out there for about a year, and I'm just not the kind of person to just be, I was here hopping in and out of cars, getting the money, but I was still using protection. I wasn't just, lollygagging and shit like that, unless a nigga stealthed at me. The two stealths, that I got is the only reason there's idea that he may not be the father. But outside of that, he was the one I was intentionally having unprotected sex with. And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, that he was even okay with trying to have unprotected sex with me, knowing I was out there doing what I was doing. So in hindsight, I do be looking back at it like, yo, you really did get what you deserve. But in truth, in reality, no woman really deserves this. No woman deserves to go through some shit like this. Like when you get cheated on, you really deserve to be at peace in your house and able to get away from him and not have to think about him, and able to heal in peace. I can't even heal in peace. There's a different level of ego detachment that has to come with me healing in this situation, because there's a reflection of what happened every fucking day. Every day I gotta say, damn, I created a child with a nigga that was even capable of doing this type of shit. Like his sister stay with the bitch now. So I done created this life for myself, because I got this apartment and just strictly for me and my kids. He already had an apartment after he moved out with the girl that he was with. I moved in with him, and then from there I got my own apartment. He still had his. He could have stayed in his apartment. He really could have stayed in his apartment. But he didn't. He decided to come to my apartment, move in on me, and I guess he thought I was supposed to work, take care of my kids, and fuck. And no, that didn't happen like that. That's not how it happened. So initially we started to fall apart. But I said all that to say this. The process of healing is so different because, I mean, how do you heal when a nigga didn't really started a whole fucking relationship with your next door neighbor and you got a child for him and he think that it's just supposed to be cool? Like, the disregard and the blatant disrespect, it signals that you never had any respect for me, and I have to accept that shit because where I was in life when I met him was in a disrespectful position. I was in a disrespectful disposition as a woman. You know, I wasn't a disrespectful woman. I never treated people bad. That's how I protected my essence out there. How I treated people. How I decided to do my business. How I decided to handle people. It's how I protected my essence, which is why it makes it easier for me to even come to this place in my life where I'm able to sit down and talk to y'all about this shit, because hey, I'm not the only one going through this, and I know we all need to heal from some shit, man. And we gotta have our safe space. So I said all that too to say this. I'm combing my little girl hair this morning, right? And she's 3. She's doing what 3-year-olds do. But I find myself overwhelmingly irritated. I find myself angry when I'm dealing with her. And I have to really realize, like, I'm attaching how I feel about her daddy to her. Like, yo, I don't want to do that to my baby. She just 3. Bro, it's not her fault. She didn't choose this life. She didn't choose him. She didn't choose me. She chose the situation. Yo, I'm a safe haven. Bro, I gotta check that. If I be real about it. If I be honest about it, bro, I gotta check that shit, bro. Yeah, and I'm checking it now. And I'm checking it publicly, because I know it's a lot of other women that need to check that shit, bro. It's not them kids' fault. It's not them babies' fault. It's not them babies' fault they look like that nigga. Them babies is not that nigga. Them babies deserve a shot, man. They deserve your love, man. They deserve the best version of you, man. It's not your fault the shit went down the way. Well, it is your fault. If you be real about it and you take real responsibility for the part you played in this shit, man, even though it was a lie that was sold and a lie that was believed, you still got to think about where the fuck you was in your mind and in your heart, man, and in that space when you decided to say, I'm going to try to make this shit work with this man, or I'm going to lay down with this man and make a baby. And then sometimes there's situations that roll about where you end up having to have a baby for a nigga that stealthed at you, took the condom off while y'all was having sex, or a nigga that raped you. You couldn't afford to get an abortion. You know what I'm saying? I understand there's all kind of situations, but you're going to have to look at them kids like they your blessing, bro, because they your future, bro. They are. And you going to get what you give. If there's some mental health, you need to go get some therapy. You need to put yourself on, man. And you got kids. It's not like you can't get the therapy. It's not like you can't get the help you need. And I absolutely am in therapy. That's why it's easy for me to catch shit like this and just say, man, let me check it at the door. I'm new to this kind of situation. I ain't never been through no shit like this, bro. I ain't never been through no shit like this. And a couple of months ago, I made a video talking about how I decided not to co-parent no more, bro. And I feel like that. I ain't co-parenting with that nigga, but I thought I was over it. I thought I was over the shit, bro. Like, I really thought I was over it. Man, I ain't over that shit, man. And it's going to be a minute before I get over it, because now that I'm looking at the part that I play, it's some healing and some work that needs to be done in order to heal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really got to come to terms with some shit. Like, I got long-term consequences for short-term behaviors, man. I got long-term consequences for some short-term shit, man. Short-term highs, short-term relationship, short-term fun, short-term. Wasn't thinking long-term about this shit at all. You know what I'm saying? And even when I did think long-term, I thought the shit was going to work. Not realizing, bro, that whole situation that I created that relationship in was a place of pain, a place of hurt. And now look at me. Still, I've sobered up, been clean for 3 years. I'm a state certified peer support specialist, y'all. I'm a state certified peer support specialist. Make me want to get my goddamn certificate, but I gotta print that bitch out again. He tore that hoe up on his way out. Nigga, man. And so I'm a recovery coach. You know what I'm saying? I practice principles in my life that keep me on guard. And to see me just melt and fall apart like this over this situation is crazy. But at the same time, it was very necessary. Because the whole time I was in a relationship with him, I wanted to do my YouTube channel, but I was so ashamed of our relationship and how it came about that I couldn't come talk to y'all. How in the fuck am I gonna tell y'all how to be any motherfucking thing, how to heal any motherfucking thing, how to do any motherfucking thing in a situation that was created from bullshit. Like, baby, look at my actions with that lady that I mean, when I say in the last video I got what I deserved. Yeah, I did. For everything that I put out there, I got back what I deserved. But at the same time, it's like, damn, man, don't nobody deserve to not be able to heal. Like, don't nobody deserve to not be able to get away from the shit. So I have to reach a whole nother level of consciousness to to get past this shit, bro. I gotta reach a whole nother level of consciousness, man. And I'm grateful that I could talk about it. I'm able to come to my channel and really just express how I feel about this shit, because this shit's crazy, man. But really self-check myself about how I handle my child, bro, or how I handle my kids, period. Because I have situations with each one of my children's father that I could come and talk about in terms of how a lot of us be going through different shit. But I just wanted to check that because this is the freshest situation, and I know that there's a lot of pain that's involved with this, and it's really not, I don't know, man. It's my ego. I'm gonna say that, man. I gotta shout out to Prince Stella, man, because that's one of the people that really like bust the dough down for me when it came to exactly what belief it was I had that was fucking me up. Because I have this saying where I say, and it's not my saying. It actually comes from I gotta go pull it up so I can give you the right name. But it's a saying that goes with this program, and it says if the results of your behavior do not meet your needs over time, then there's an incorrect belief on your belief window. Like, so if over time the results you be getting don't feel good, they don't feel right, they not right, it's not what you thought it was supposed to be, then it's your behavior. It's something you believe to be true. It's something you believe to be true about your behavior that's getting you these results. And you're going to have to go figure out what the lie is so that you can change the belief. Coolest thing in the world I learned is I could keep changing my motherfucking beliefs as much as I want to until I find what the fuck stick, and I ain't gotta go with nobody else's beliefs. I could create my own if I fucking want to. That's what I find out. But I also realized that them universal laws are the laws. Them hoes don't change. They don't bend. They don't break for nobody. And them hoes is at play all the time. So you can create the beliefs you want to create, but if they ain't in alignment with them principles, you still gonna get some fucked up results. How about that? Right? So I'm over here trying to figure out how to get my ego the fuck off me so that I can move up spiritually and really beat this, because this shit feel like this is like the fucking Twilight Zone for me right now, man. It's like I was just laughing at a bitch talking about, I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying to the lady, but it was some disrespectful aha type shit. And look at me now. And I ain't tripping about it. I'm not tripping about it because I feel like I already knew the relationship wasn't gonna work. I was feeling bad about the relationship from the beginning of 2021, maybe like March, April 2021. Was it March, April 2021? No, it was July, August of 2021. I apologized to the girl because I told her, I was just like, yo, you ain't did shit to me. I don't know what the fuck my problem is with you. And I don't understand why I felt like I even had the right to come at you like that. And I apologized. And I apologized to her, and I left it at that. But to still get this back, bro, it's kind of just like, I knew it was coming. I just didn't think it was going to come like this. And this shit is hard. This is a hard pill to swallow, bro. It's a hard pill to swallow. But I ain't tripping. It's one of them things I know I'm going to get past. I'm going to get over. I'm going to grow from. I needed to get this shit out like this. I needed my YouTube channel to go ahead and start back up so that I could start processing and actually doing my peer support shit, because that's what I am, a state certified peer support specialist. What I'm doing right now is just really supporting myself through this shit. I'm really supporting myself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I'm supporting the fuck out myself through this. You understand? So if I can help anybody else get through this, I really am. I really want to. You know what I'm saying? Self-checking yourself, paying attention to how you move, paying attention to your behaviors, and asking yourself why is important, man. You need to know why you doing what the fuck you doing. You need to know why. And then you need to really be looking at the results that you getting from shit that you do, really looking at that shit for what it is. And then you need to start taking accountability. You really need to start looking at the part you play in shit. Like, bro, I can't handle my child no any kind of way because I'm mad at her daddy, bro. I just can't do that. I ain't gonna be able to do that because she's just as much me as she is him. You know what I'm saying? And it's always gonna be mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You know what I'm saying? Them kids gonna grow up and remember everything you ever did, bro. And the fucked up thing is, we know them kids gonna love us no matter what. Invest in them babies, you know? Invest in your kids. Invest in yourself so that you can invest in your kids. Because at the end of the day, really, they be all we have. They all we got, and they gonna grow up. They gonna grow up. That's what you gotta remember. Just like you grew up and you be remembering, they gonna grow up and they gonna remember. I have to check myself on that shit. I have to check myself. No shit. I have to check myself on that shit. But it is what it is. Self-checking is the best checking, man. Because when you can check yourself, hey, it's some validation in that. It's some real validation in it. Like, yeah, self-checking. Checking myself, man. I'm gonna come back and do a lot of these though. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say to y'all, man. Just a quick little video. Just wanted to go through the process. I'm going through the process, man. I'm just let this shit go. But I decided to take y'all along with me because it is what it is, and it gotta be talked about, man. Because I know I ain't the only one going through this shit. I know that. I know for a fact because I'm a state certified peer support specialist. I work in the field. So people that come in and out of recovery, I'm there. I've seen it. I know motherfuckers be in high places and places, fall off the graces, and be their ass in rehabs. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look at people like, oh, I gotta respect you for a title. You have a title that I need to respect. You a human being just like me. And I know you go through shit just like me. And no matter what title you have, I know you've been through some shit. And you may not be willing to put your shit on the table, but you need some support. I'm here to support you. I'm here for encouragement. I'm here. That's really what this channel is about. But I can't talk about nobody else shit. I can only talk about my shit. I'm coming about the concrete. This is my concrete. Like, I can address other people's shit through my shit. That's the best way for me to address it. I can't address nobody's shit without addressing my shit. That's just how I feel. And that's really what stopped me from doing my channel for 2 years because, well, I was doing it, but I wasn't doing it as much as I wanted to. It was because I was in that old false-ass relationship. It didn't even feel real. It felt fucked up. It felt like I was doing the relationship as a put-on. Like I had a point to prove. And to who? Who the fuck was I trying to prove anything to with a nigga that was capable of doing some shit like that? Like, I don't know. But, you know, you live and you learn. I just hope that somebody that's younger than me can see this channel and see this video and see things that I say and decide to not have to go through certain shit that I went through in order to learn, bro. Simple as that. And another thing. I hope y'all don't take my colloquial euphemisms as a sign of my intelligence because I use colloquial euphemisms so tough because I'm from the south side of Houston, Texas. I'm born and raised and dead in, but I'm extremely intelligent. You understand? Academically inclined. You hear me? Very much so. Very well-rounded. I would hope that y'all don't be judging me based on my colloquial euphemisms. God damn it. I use a lot of fucking slang and I talk slow. I might sound like a nigga every now and then because I was a tomboy when I grew up, you know? So, it's just weird how this shit is playing out, and I just, oh man, I gotta do what I gotta do, gotta suck it up. But that was my video for today, Roses. I just wanted to come in and say that I got a couple of other videos I'm coming out with, but definitely want to keep this shit consistent because I'm finding that it's very therapeutic and it's really helping me. All right, roses.